Us on this broadcast now is political analyst Iqbal Athas is joining us live from Colombo. Iqbal, welcome to WION. Tell us about the polling numbers. You know, there were a lot of questions whether Sri Lankans will actually come out and participate in these polls. Traditionally, Sri Lanka has always seen a good voter turnout, but is the pandemic a concern? It must be in today's election, isn't it?
Well, there are a number of unusual aspects to today's parliamentary elections. And the foremost is the low voter turnout. Election officials say that, as I'm talking to you now, the average polled nationally is 35%. And as you said before, the main reason for this is the COVID-19. Although the government has been able to contain them with only a near 2,000 affected and 11 dead, there is a fear psychosis that have prevented most voters from turning up at the polling booths. Now, this is in marked contrast to the parliamentary elections in 2015, where 77% of the voters turned up, and also last November's presidential elections, where the voter turnout was over 82%. The other unusual feature for those who are following the national media in Sri Lanka is that the victor is known. It is very clear that the winner will be the Sri Lanka Pudujana Party or Peramuna. Now, it is led by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. I spoke to him just a while ago, and he said that he is hopeful that they would win a comfortable majority. And main reason for this situation is the split in the country's major opposition party, the United National Party, which was led by former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Now, his deputy, Sajith Premadasa, has formed his own Samajwadi Jana Balawegaya.
Right.
And the other is the
is there a united opposition to the Rajapaksa clan in these elections? Is there a real challenge to them?
Well, at the moment, there is no visible opposition except for the political utterances from those both in the United National Party and the Samagi Jana Balawegaya. I made a mistake and said Samajwadi, but it's Samagi Jana Balawegaya.
Right.
And the other JVP, the People's Liberation Front. Other than that, there have not been any widespread criticism as such.
So, you know, one of the main poll planks of the Rajapaksa brothers has been they want to change the constitution by getting 2/3 of majority. Could you highlight what are the constitutional changes that the ruling party wants to bring?
Well, at the moment, they have not defined the parameters under which a proposed constitutional change is being considered, but that's also going to be a difficult task.
Right.
Prime Minister Rajapaksa himself admits that they cannot look forward to a 2/3 vote in this. So, assuming that the numbers are going to be less than 2/3, then the bargaining will start to sort of get some of them onto the government side. And even if the Tamil National Alliance, which is the main contender in the northern areas, would have to agree to some terms. So that's a distant question as things stand now.
Right. Now, the Premadasa camp has said that they will not sell off any state assets. Now, that's being considered as a retort to the Rajapaksas. Is that a concern within Sri Lanka?
Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you there.
Now, the Premadasa camp has said that they will not sell off any state assets. Now, that statement is being seen as a retort to the Rajapaksas. So, is the selling of state assets a concern within Sri Lanka?
Well, this is a
or
very
has that been a poll plank in these elections?
Well, that has not been an issue because even the other parties have been beneficiaries of different outside parties. Although it is a veiled reference to China in the sense that they have invested in some multi-million-dollar projects in Sri Lanka. But it has not been a visible campaign issue, so to say.
Right. You know, opinion polls are usually not held in Sri Lanka, but what's the one final word? What's the likely outcome? Who are the Rajapaksas expected to retain power in these elections?
Well, one of the Rajapaksa brothers, Basil Rajapaksa, who also has an office at the special envoy to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, has declared that they would win 130 seats. as against other projections which are talking of anything above 120 seats.
Right. Thank you so much, Iqbal, for joining us on this broadcast, and we will certainly keep a very close watch on the results which are